Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Aave, whose current price stands at the $58.5 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.17%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out here on this chart, basing my analysis on the Elliot wave structures, the Fibonacci's, the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out any key chart patterns that we have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. From these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice impulsive movement to the upper side, seeing the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 1, making its peak at around the $668.1 mark. And after seeing that movement, we saw a corrective movement in the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2. And after seeing the low of this higher Elliott wave count 2, whatever I'm expecting over here is the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 3, which should be an impulsive movement to the upper side. And getting to the 4-hour chart so that we can see what movements we have here on the 1-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, here on the 4-hour chart, you can see after making our low for that massive wave 2 that I have shown you on the daily chart, we made our low at around the $46 mark. And after seeing that low, we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side, which has been obeying the Elliott wave structures, having that as the wave 1, then a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and then continued pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5. And that has now completed the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 1, and these are fractal waves within that higher Elliott wave count 3 that I have shown you here on the daily chart. And if I get back to the daily chart so that you can see that better, you can see we have seen the low of that higher Elliott wave count 2, and I'm expecting a nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3, where I also expect to see fractal waves in formation. And I believe those fractal waves are what we are seeing here on the 4-hour chart, having that as the first wave to the upper side, which has been an impulsive movement to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of these Elliott wave structures that we have over here, after seeing the peak of that wave 3, we saw a very nice retracement over here in the formation of a wave 4. I was expecting a retracement between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5 here on the Fibonacci's in the formation of that wave 4, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of this second wave to the high of that wave 3, that gives me a minimum target area in the formation of a wave 4 between the $77.9 mark and the $72.1 mark. Then we continued pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5, and using a trend based Fibonacci, we can get to see whether that fifth wave to the upper side has done the minimum that we expect a wave 5 to do by using the trend based Fibonacci. And the minimum target area is the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $122.8 mark. And you can see we have made our high at around the $115 mark, meaning we have like $6 difference between the target area that we have sketched out and the high that we have here on the charts. And after seeing the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 1, whatever I expected next is the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2, which is a corrective movement. And because of that, I also expect to see an ABC corrective movement play out within the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 2. And I believe we have been seeing such a structure right here, having this as the wave A, then a wave B making its peak at around the $98 mark. Then we have continued pushing lower, making another low in the formation of that wave C at around the $53 mark. And after seeing the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 2, I'm expecting the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upper side. And because the wave 3 is an impulsive wave, I also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upper side. And jumping to the 1-hour chart so that we can see whether we have those fractal waves that I'm expecting in the formation of that wave 3. So here on the 1-hour chart, you can see after making our low in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 2 at around the $53.4 mark, we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side, obeying the Elliott wave structures, having these as the wave 1 to the upper side, then the formation of a wave 2 over here, then I'm expecting a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliott wave count 1, which is a fractal wave within that third wave to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliott wave structure over here, Since we have the low of that first wave and the high for the first wave, we can sketch out a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of this second wave using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of that first wave to the high of the first wave, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which is the golden ratio here on the Fibonacci's. And you can see we have retraced into that target area, meaning there are high chances that we have seen the low of that wave 2 over here, and soon I'm expecting an impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3. And using the trend based Fibonacci, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 to the upper side, connecting the fibs from the low of that first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side using the fib ratios 1:1 fib ratio at around the $66.4 mark. And in case we manage to break above that key area on the Fibonacci, then my next target area is the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $72.4 mark. So those are the two target areas that I have here on the charts, either at around the $66.4 mark, or we can just continue pushing higher and get back to around the $72.4 mark in the formation of that wave 3, then expect the formation of a wave 4, and then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, which are fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 1 that I have shown you on the daily chart. And getting back to the 4-hour chart so that we can also sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 over here. You can see we have the formation of that wave 1, then a wave 2, then I'm expecting an impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3, and we can sketch out a minimum target area of that wave 3 using the trend based Fibonacci like that, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2 down here, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $165.7 mark. And in case we also use the fib ratios 1:1 fib ratios, that can travel to back to around the $122.8 mark. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart. Here on the 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour RSI, we are trading at around the 43 mark, meaning we can support any movements to the upper side, also to the lower side will still be supported. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the 4-hour MACD, we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way. And you can see from what you have here on the 4-hour MACD, we are losing the buying momentum, and soon we might be able to print a bearish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.